What's going on, high school volunteers? Guys, I am so excited for this weekend. Last weekend we had winter camp and it was amazing. It was so great just to be able to spend that extra time with students and hang out. And on the way home, I was listening to a podcast, and one of the questions that was asked in this podcast was, why does youth ministry matter? And as soon as they asked the question, I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, well, it matters because you're able to show students Jesus. You're able to contextualize the gospel to a high school or middle school student's life. And the answer that this guy who was being interviewed gave was just so surprising. Because he goes, youth ministry is an excuse. It's an excuse for adults to invest in students. Just like getting coffee with somebody is an excuse to have a great conversation. Youth ministry is an excuse for adults to invest in students. And I thought that was such a great mindset to go into this week especially, and the coming month or so as we go through this series. It's personal. Now, you've gotten a book from me, and if you haven't, please, this Sunday night, grab me and I will give you this book. And it's called the same, it's called It's Personal. It's kind of the inspiration for this message series. And this week we're going to be diving into the question of that students ask all of us, do you know my name? And during the message and during small group time, we're going to tie this with Jesus and Zacchaeus. Because what's so inspiring, what's so cool is we always talk about Jesus being so personal, but it's easy to forget that. Whereas in this moment with Zacchaeus, Jesus looks up, sees him in the tree, and starts with the very first word he says is his name. Zacchaeus, come down from there. You and I are going to have lunch or dinner. Jesus knows each of our students' names. And that's what makes him a personal, incredible Savior, an incredible God. And you and I are called to model that, to know each of our students' names. So this week, I want you to get hyper practical. Write down the names of the students that you can remember. And if there's students that you can't remember, then really focus on them this Sunday night. And the other thing that I would challenge you to, and this is so hard for me, and so I'm sure that it's difficult for you as well, is this Sunday night when we all get together, don't use a single filler name. What do I mean by that? Don't say, hey man, what's up dude? How's it going my guy? Hey. Every time you see a student this Sunday night, say their name. And if you don't know their name, try to learn it. Because when you and I make it personal, and a student comes in here on a Sunday and knows that their name is known, oh man, they'll keep coming back. So that's kind of what's going on this Sunday that I think is important for us to focus on. The other tangible things is this Sunday we are starting our first ever dinner. We're going to have everybody eating at 5:30, which feels early to me, but we're going to have the food served in the kitchen, and then students can take a seat wherever. We don't have like designated tables or spaces like that. They can eat down the hallway. They can eat in the West Cup area. I will have some tables set up in the middle school room. I'm sure that our middle schoolers will head in there. I have those set up because they're going to start doing alpha, and so to have the table conversations. Programming will still start at 6:35 because we know that students are late to everything. So that will start at 6:35, and then we'll do our regular night. In the high school room, we're going to do a couple announcements. We're going to start talking about summer camp, which I'm so excited for. We're going to have some worship. It's going to be incredible. and then we're going to have a message, and you guys are going to break into small groups. Oh, and we're also going to play Dead Cat is. So we'll see what happens with our cat next. Guys, I love getting to serve with you. I love getting to do what we get to do. Invest in students. And Sunday nights is really kind of our excuse to get a bunch of students together, and then we can pour into them. And I love getting to do that with you. I can't wait to serve with you this Sunday night.